What's happening, Dynamite? This is your boy, the Way 10. Welcome to the journey. Today we're going to continue with our Uraka picture that we started yesterday. I did say I was going to make a few revisions before we continue today, and I've done that. What you would have seen is I just managed to try and shape her body kind of like what the picture looks like by just raising the hip slightly, so that'll help, give a bit more character to it and not look so rigid. So we're gonna work with that. We're gonna just add the little details of a school uniform, and that's basically what we're gonna focus on today. After that, we are going to ink it when we're happy with the picture, of course, but today we're just gonna piece together a uniform to give the character a little bit more character. Another thing that I added was the two little blushes over there, which you can see. Those are quite important for this character because that's part of her facial features. So I've gone and added that off screen, so if you look at yesterday's stream and it looks a little bit different, that's why. So let's just get cracking. Let's get right down to it, and off we go. First thing I want to do is I want to make this picture on the side a little bit bigger. So let's just do that a little bit. The reason being is I actually want to see the details in the uniform. So that seems okay. Let's get over to the layer. See, I've drawn one error. Anyway, we'll fix that. So I guess you're gonna see me putting that on live. So okay, let's just put the little blushes on her face. I can see on the big picture over there, she's got two. The positioning of it is quite near the bang, near the mouth. So we'll just, don't worry if it's a little rough. You don't want to get perfect circles. Okay, they look to be, this one's a bit too close to a cheek. So we'll just edit that. We'll clean that out later. But we at least have the rough estimate of where it needs to be. This eyebrow here, I'm not 100% happy with. It helps to step away from your picture overnight, so let's just fix that. Okay, that's starting to look a little bit better. Size of her eyes, could do with a bit of work. Maybe. Don't want that actually too far there. I know we said the body, but hey, this is part 2, so we'll continue with that. But this is how the process goes. This is essentially what you have to be doing. You have to use that intuition. And yeah, I mean, if you're not happy with it the first time, don't be afraid to go back and change it. I think I'm actually a little bit happy with that. Let's just fix the eyes once again. She's got those little sparkles in her eye. She got a little sparkle. This would be her pupil. So that's like the upper perimeter of the eye. That's another sparkle, I'm sure. And then we'll just do that in the meantime. Okay, so now back to the clothing, because that's why we're here. I see she's got a jacket, she's got a shirt and a tie on her upper torso, and of course she's wearing a skirt, stockings and shoes. So we'll start from the bottom. So we'll start with the shirt, because we're building layers upon layers. So think of it like getting dressed. Let's start with what you would put on first. I know some of you put your pants on first and then you put on your shirt, but I put my shirt on first and I put on my pants. I can tuck it in. It depends on you. But for good flow, I think it would be best to start with the shirt, because that's the most bottom layer. Then we will work on the tie, then the jacket, then the skirt. In fact, we could work with the skirt before the jacket, because technically speaking, where the shirt ends, that's where the skirt begins. So we'll probably do that. then we'll do the jacket, then we'll do the stockings, and so on and so on. So if I'm looking where her shirt would be, looks pretty high up the neck, and yeah, I wanna be still a bit loose on this. Let's put in those collars. Still loose. If I need to, let's zoom in a little bit. Alright, not too much, still want to see, you know, what's happening. Cool. I'm not getting it matched up 100%, but I mean, you know, Chibi. We're not making a recreation of this picture. We are, of course, Chibifying it, but I need to make sure that my details are correct. My proportions are correct. You have to pay attention to that with Chibi characters because, you know, the body's so squashed up, you can't make long clothes. It's not gonna work. So I've got the tie going on here. Alright, using intuition. I'm not gonna complete the tie because I know I'm gonna have this jacket here. I'm not quite happy with that color, so we just work it a little bit more. I tell you what, like when it came to drawing shirts, I would draw the most basic shirts. It used to look like this. Yeah. Oh, that doesn't quite work. I used to do that, but we don't want to do that. So as I've been going along, I've actually learned that shirt collar does not work like that. Let's put down the jacket area, or at least where the jacket will end. So if I'm looking at that, it's probably gonna meet here, right? So that somewhere around there. Just looking at the space here, that space doesn't quite look the part, so we'll do that. And once again, I'm gonna have to edit that, but that's looking a little bit better. Yep, something like that. Not too flat. Cool. That's looking a lot better. The jacket has collars of its own, so let's get cracking on that. Just under half, where the tie is at, the first portion. Oh, that's too, yeah, no, I think that's right. I was gonna say that's maybe too much, but nope. Let's get this correct. So now we have to watch here, because as you can see, that's what a jacket does, but that's not working out there. Okay, we've got that going on. Okay, here we go. Next one. Just bear in mind, I'm putting in those lines to help guide me. So, you know, so I'm not putting things in weird places. So over here, those lines there. That looks like it comes a little bit more. So it's quite rough at this stage, but I mean, as you can see in the picture there, those lines, them lines are there, but let's adjust to make this look a lot better, because it's, to me, in my eye, something's off. But of course, yes, that's why we take the time. Something is or was off. That probably needs to a little bit more like that, and then bang. Now, looking at it, I can already see where I made a mistake. If I look at this line here, the torso, okay, our jacket ends at where the skirt ends or begins. We can't be doing that. So I'm gonna have to start again because this line here was not correct. So I need it up like a jacket, or not a jacket, the collar has to end there. That's actually more correct. So we put these back in again. Put the tie back in. Alright. And then just put these lines down. And then end it about there. Immediately that's better because we ended here or closer to that, and we can't do that because we need this space for the rest of the jacket. Now what I should have done is I should have drawn this line here, okay, just to outline that jacket a little bit and then some, and then toss this line in there back up on the hip, because as you can see it's doing a little line dance there. Okay, and that's why, I mean, it's chibi, so it can be a bit more basic. That's fine, we'll do that, but we still need to put in these additional collars, which that's what we're gonna do now. So as I said, first line's at the tie, next one in again. Yep, over there. And then again on the other side. Again, not quite happy. Needs to come across. There we go. Not too much, eh? That needs to end there. Ugh. And that needs to actually end here. So this line needs to come there. This one needs to overlap it, and then this one basically ends there. Okay, that's a lot better. Not happy with this though. So just as I said, need to draw these things out. Okay, so the jacket's coming along quite swimmingly. Now I'm gonna leave this hair there because that's actually quite correct. I'm gonna draw a rough line about where a jacket's gonna end, right? So it's not quite like that, but straight enough like that. And the arms are fine to be a little bit like this because, as I said in the previous video, chibi characters have bigger arms, so that's okay. So we're now gonna I'll do the hand just now, but I'm focusing of course on the clothes. Other thing is, I mean, it's a nice stage to learn about the folds when you're using references because, you know, why not? So there'll be a fold there that goes up a bit like that. This little line there, I mean, yeah, I'll have to do it like that just to show, you know, a little bit of separation. I'm gonna try and put in some of the folds that at least give a little bit of definition. But that's too adjacent, and that's another thing. You don't want to make lines that square off like that too much. You don't want to do that, but you also don't want to overcomplicate things with the lines because it's a chibi character. you know, we don't want to do too much with it. It's a Chibi is also a very simplified character, so I'm not exactly gonna, you know, copy lines here, you know, line for line. But as I said, I will try and put in, like, you know, little details that can help, little things like that. It's probably the hardest one I've done when it comes to clothing. And like I say, I've done others, but this one's a bit, yeah, this one's a bit of a tricky one. What I want to do is, I absolutely want to put this jacket line, or this pocket line in there. That means that is going to be a little bit higher, not that much, smaller. Get the jacket coming up there, yeah, that's more or less. And there we go. She has a jacket. She's also, where the arm is creasing the whole thing out. So let us actually start to put the hand in place. This will be the middle here for the middle finger, but we'll be doing that separately. Okay. They're not showing a thumb, so that's fine. Let's put in some of these lines here. Notice the shape here. You see, it's not all those stubby lobes for the hand. Remember, your hand has different length fingers, and also depending on the angle, it can look slightly different. So we'll do that, take that out. And this here also can't exactly leave like that. So there we go. That's looking decent. Did I put that little detail in there? So it seems to be coming along quite nicely. Maybe I'm too close on the lines there. So I just want to go outside of the body line, just to give the jacket, even though it's a more of a tight fitting jacket, you just to give the jacket a little bit more volume. Now I'm really worried about this arm because I feel like it's too long. So as I go, I'm gonna look to adjust this. So this here would be, if he had a short sleeve, that's what it would look like. Arm would actually end there. So bring that in more like that. And then, yeah, more like that actually. And then I can actually put the hand in its proper place. Yeah. So I need to, yeah, but so slightly. I need to get rid of that. But I want to leave certain lines to guide me in the future, because if I took everything out, it's very faint, but it allows me to just return the hair to where it was. Otherwise I need to gauge again where to put the hair and stuff, and that doesn't quite work out. So let's see this hand and how this goes. Okay, that's the thumb. I'll just square him out for now. Okay, let's do it like this. As if you remember from yesterday, what I did, we did it kind of like that. So I'm just gonna one finger, two finger, but that finger's angles aren't what I like. Second finger, third finger, fourth finger. So that just helps me map out the fingers. So let's just add a little bit of shape to it, not make it look like square blocks or too much. So like square blocks, and then just give the hand more of its general shape. I think this one can be a little bit more. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. That looks a lot better. Thumb. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so now we've done that part. Let's just get this jacket on, or the sleeve for the jacket. Little bump there for a bit of a crease. Also, because it's in this little area here, you get a small little crease in there that can help out. Maybe I need to make it higher. Yeah, I do, because you see it's almost like that links, and then another one there, another one, and another one. Okay, it's not quite there. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, and then you've got this of the jacket, but now this can be a little bit tricky for some people, this portion of the sleeve, because before I go, you can't do this. Yeah, you can't do that. That's not how a sleeve ends on an arm. If I do this, my sleeve, well, you know what won't happen on this shirt, but your sleeve doesn't just sit here unless it's got elastics on the end. This jacket doesn't have elastics on the end, so we can't do that. So we're gonna go a little bit like that, and then back to give it that hanging look. You see, quite simple. And then effect a little bit more. Just like a little tube. And then just get the rest of the jacket going on there. Matter of fact, just a bit more like that, and there we go. There we go. Looking better. So for the jacket, I went too far that way. Okay, little button, and then there was a detail that I missed. See, I've left too much or too little space here. Also, the second thing is just drop the jacket slightly that way, because she's got an undershirt. So we need to show some of the shirt's details in this jacket. And there we go. That should cover the shirt. I need to do this here as well, so I'll just raise that where the jacket ends slightly, and then slightly below that the shirt itself as well. So just make sure that we've got that detail. You can't see the intricate work of the details just yet because this is still rough. We will get that detail all nice and smoothed out when we do the line work, because that's where you can see the details. I mean, in a sketch you're not going to see everything, and even in your line work is also where you can also do some cleanup. It's a fantastic stage for cleanup as well, because I mean, when you go through this thing again, you start to see things that you missed the first time out. So we're doing that. So I don't like to do my line work same day because of that fact, because I like to come back and see the things that I've missed. So as you can see now, I'm putting in more of the crease details in the jacket, just where the hand is sitting. It's a little bit more there, and that's the jacket done. Okay, now the skirt can be easy if you let it be. I mean, of course, yeah, that's where torso ends. So I mean, is this a long skirt? No. This is Japan. This is Japanese anime. There is no long skirts, and that, you know, we all know that's just how it goes. They don't. I don't know other schools like that. I mean, if if you know people from Japan, and you are from Japan, please let me know if this is how things are. Like, do you guys really wear such short skirts, or is it tropes? I haven't been to Japan, so I don't know. In our schools, I've seen girls, yes, with short skirts like this, but then in the principal's office or something is amiss, and some teachers after them. I've seen that, but I want to know if you are from Japan or you know someone that went to school in Japan. Are the skirts really this short? Because dang, okay, that's rough. That's what I'm gonna say is that's rough. Anyway, we drew a basic line of the skirt, and we're just gonna put in the fold basically. So first we start with the lines. Actually, you know what? That needs to be a little bit more this way, which will then allow me to. Yeah. I don't want to join those really, but anyway, we'll do that. Then we got another one. So the other thing with it is you can't keep it like that, because what it starts to look like is a fan, and this is not a fan. It's a skirt, so some pieces can overlap others. I said it will look like a fan, but remember the little paper fans that I'm sure some of you have done, you know, a little thing like this. In essence, that's kind of what you're doing here with the skirt, but not quite, because you know that would be then it would look like a fan. So we're not trying to make a fan. We're just trying to make a skirt. I think that one's a bit too long. Off we go. That looks okay. If I was just to see what that, yeah. So when I put in the shadows, it'll start to come to life a little bit more. And then you'll start to see that it's a skirt. Other mistake I'm making is lines going all the way. Basically what I want is I want your eye to fill in the gaps. Then it looks more like a skirt. This here is too square, so we'll just round that off as well. And again, a bit of a round off. Okay, now for the stockings and the shoes, very simple. It's chibi leg, so not much shape to it. Just also readjusting for the characters or shape or anything, because I may have made the legs too fat, if that's the right thing to say. Just get just get a little bit of shape in that hand there, just a bit, make it look a bit more like a hand. I feel like this can be a little bit bigger. I mean, it's fine to have it be a little bit over exaggerated. It's a chibi character, it's fine. Cool. I actually want to take this off here because that doesn't belong there. This is in fact a 2-button jacket, so we'll add a slot for the buttons. 2-button jacket. Let's make this skirt have a bit more volume and shape to it, because of course we made it look a little bit too square. So you see, this is where I sit back, I try and get my eye into it, see what we need to still add. And now shoes. Now we're gonna do the shoes. So by looking at the shoe, let's just get the shape correct of the shoe. I don't know if you know, but this is like the inside of a person's foot, so it kind of curves in. So you don't want to, like, I had little triangles before, but as I said in the first episode, those are just shapes. Those are just shapes. Now we making those shapes and we're turning them into form. So the shapes now have to take a form. For anybody that's a Christian, remember God made man. He made them in his image, then he formed them. So he made us in shape and now in form. So this is exactly what I'm doing. I'm now putting the form down. She is created in my image, on the image I see, and now I'm putting down form. Just form. So yeah, that part of the shoe there. Not the easiest shoe, but that's fine. We'll get it. Okay. Somewhat looks like the shoe. That's cool. I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll definitely work for the shoe. It's coming along, it's coming along, it's coming along. I don't think that's not a crease, is it? No. Okay. I asked myself, should I put, before I go back to the shoes, what would this look like? This crease here. Would it add a little bit? I don't know. I just do not know. See, it's not. I mean, you don't wanna cramp things up. As I said, it's a chibi character, so that's fine. We don't really wanna do that. Let's focus on the other shoe. So it's got the same as the other one, a bit of a tongue there. tongue, buckle. Cool. And then top of shoe. Too much. Okay, let's put the bottom in first, just to get shape of the shoe correct. Cool. Just having a bit of a issue with this angle, but anyway. Okay, so that's looking pretty decent. I'm probably not gonna go any further with it tonight. Let's take the blue away and see. One last thing. See, it's a good thing I saw this. Remember, we took away a piece of the hair, so I need to put that hair back. So let's just get ourselves reacquainted here with what the hair looks like. In fact, the hair was onto the clothes, so there we go. 1 and 2. All right, there we go. So now let's see what it looked like. So you see, starting to take shape quite nicely indeed. Really nice. So the next time what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some line work on this. See, what I'm trying to do is get this texture of the stockings correct. I want to see if my shoes are looking decent, and they're not. So we'll get that right, and yeah, not bad at all. So we will start to fix up whatever we need to fix up in the cleaning stage, in the inking stage, and I'm quite happy with how, you know, it's actually turning out. Gotta just add a few items here. Let's just make room here so we can, you know, she's got these little lashes over there. Can't forget those. Do the same here. just to remind us that she's got these little lashes. We try not to make them too similar to the other side. And neck. Yep. Do that. So even if we didn't decide to clean it up, you gotta be happy at the sketch stage. You don't want to go and do inking and then have too much to do. You got to be relatively happy with the drawing first, because what happens is when you ink it, this picture can start to look a lot different, because the various lines that we've put down on the board mask a few things. So when we clean it up, we might see some new things that we will have to clean up or fix. Once we've seen what the ink looks like. But yeah, not too bad. We've been going for a while, in fact, doing this drawing. But that's it for today. I'm your boy, the Way 10. This has been the journey to manga. If you've liked today's drawing, if you liked today's episode, leave me a like. If you have anything to add, if you have criticism even, I'll take it. A score, it's fine. Drop me a comment. I read all my comments. And I'll see you guys next time. For part 3, we will be doing the inking. I'm your boy, the Way 10. This is the Dynasty. Peace.